through. The Romanians had a faster time than them in their heat, 6 seconds, and they've really got to try and establish their authority as early as they can in this race.
Now very close off the start in the first 75 metres. We're looking at the British boat, Matthew Pinson. Redgrave sits behind him. He was further down the boat. They've moved Redgrave and Luca Gruber around, but a bit more power in the stern because they've got a lot to prove here. They were almost, well, I wouldn't say they were almost beaten, but they were put under a lot of pressure in their opening heats. And so here's the British boat in lane 4, but it is Romania in lane, it is Germany, Romania leading in lane 3 from Germany, and then in lane 4, Great Britain. So as we expected, Martin, the Romanians are out quick, and the Romanians have led, and Germany also putting some pressure on the British boat.
Yes, the British boat actually very concerned about this event. They were out paddling early this morning, doing a lot of technical exercises as they went up and down the course. And because Steve Redgrave's moved into the 3-seat, it means that they're actually not quite ready, not quite as cohesive as they want to be in this event.
At the 1500-metre mark, the Romanians lead the British by half a length, and the Germans lead the British by a matter of feet. But look at this Romanian crew now. They're putting the pressure on. They've moved out to 3/4 of a length. They're rating 2 strokes, 1.5 to 2 strokes higher per minute than the British boat, and the Germans also putting the pressure on. But I'm looking at Romania, Germany, and Great Britain. That's where the main race should develop. In lane 5, the Polish, if they can hang on to this main lot, they could be dragged through. But we're looking there at race leaders, the Romanians leading the British boat. Now they've got a lot to prove today, Mart.
Yes, the British boat, I think the ones to worry about here are these Romanians. We've seen Nemtok at stroke there, taking his crew over at 39 strokes a minute. And the British can probably beat every other boat in this field. The ones they're most worried about are the Romanians, who look very relaxed, very comfortable at the traditional high rate of striking that they do. And the British boys are going to have to find something special coming up to 1,000.
Well, we've gone through 750 metres. We're on 800 metres now. The Romanians lead the British boats. I'm talking Romanians, I'm talking Great Britain, all in between that. The Germany sit. The Germans lead the British by a canvas, but the Romanians really do have to get some clear water now because the British boat will be putting in a push. I spoke to Matthew Pinson this morning. He said they're looking to push between 900 metres and 1,000, and they're a length and a little bit down at this point, so the push they have to have will be big. But here we are coming to the 1,000 metres. It is Romania leading from Germany, who lead from Great Britain, and Great Britain themselves are being put under pressure from Poland in lane 5. But the Romanians now going to know they have to look to their right. They will know that the British boat are pushing, but the Romanians still seem to be going away. Martin, could this well be the first time that we see the British boat losing? We see Redgrave and Pinson losing.
Well, I wouldn't bet anything on the last 250 metres because Redgrave and Pinson can put in a fantastic spurt, and they could take a length back in the last 250 metres. But certainly their big push you were talking about just before the 1,000 metres didn't really materialise. I heard Steve Redgrave practice call it as they were paddling this morning, and they haven't really moved at all. In fact, the Polish crew, who are traditionally very, very strong in this event too, have managed to take over in the third 500. So the frowns on the British faces last night seemed justified because they're in a very unusual 4th position.
Now look at this, it's amazing results here turning out at Munich Regatta. It is Romania. They've opened up a 1/4 of a length of clear water against the British boat, but they're leading from Germany, and Germany lead the Polish, who have rowed through Great Britain. The Polish have rowed through James Cracknell, Luca Gruber, Stephen Redgrave and Matthew Pinson. It's been a long time since anyone has rowed through them. They're moving towards now the 1,500 metres. Now if anything's going to happen, the British boat have to move at the 1,500 metre mark, Martin.
I think it's obvious that the British crew are missing their normal 3-man, Steve Redgrave rowing in that position, but Timothy Foster, who's injured a hand and unable to compete in this regatta, normally gives the crew a lot of length and a lot of balance, and quite clearly they seem to be missing him as they move to 500 metres to go. 1,500
metre mark, the Romanians lead by a length over the German boat and over Poland, and Germany are third behind then, and Great Britain currently in 4th position, and they are 4 seconds off the Romanian boat. The Romanian boat, I thought maybe in the first 1,000 metres they would pay for their big push and the moves that they've made, but they're holding on well and holding on strong. Now it's got to be over to Matthew Pinson, Stephen Redgrave to see what they can do in this last 200, say 300 meters, Martin.
Yeah, we just see a shot of the poles there. Very, very tall crew, makings of a good basketball team. But the British crew still looking very, very tired. I still expect Matthew Pinsent and Steve Redgrave to put in the heroics in the last 250. But they haven't been in this position for years and years. And I think this is probably the first time that we'll see them defeated in several years of rowing together.
What we're witnessing here is absolutely amazing pictures here. It is Romania who lead the final of the men's Coxless 4. Redgrave and Pinsent currently in 4th position. It is Germany in 2nd. It is Poland in 3rd. And I'm looking down in front of me, and the crowds are on the front and the edge of their seats. They cannot believe what they're seeing. But it is Romania in lane 3 who are now being challenged by the Germans. And you may be over here behind me. The crowds are standing. The roars are going on. The Germans are being edged home now. They're challenging the Romanians. It's Romania, it is Germany, it is Poland who have walked away from the Great Britain boat, who are in 4th position. But the final will be led and won by Romania. Romania win from Germany, from Poland in 3rd position, and unbelievable. The British boat come in 4th position over the Croatians, and in final position in lane 1, the Slovenians now coming up to the line. Martin, what do we say about that?
Well, it's a sensational result. The Romanians absolutely delighting. You've seen them splashing the water at the finish there. Incredible result for them. I think the British boat, it's probably, if we can turn it round into good news, because now they've got something to work on in training. Hopefully Tim Foster will come back into the boat in the 3-seat. Steve Redgrave, of course, suffering from diabetes this year. A lot of responsibilities for him to move up to the 2-seat into the 3-seat. It hasn't worked for them this afternoon, Gary. And I think really we've got to look for them to try and do some good work in training for the next round of the World Cup in Brussels. But an absolutely sensational result there. Matthew Pinsent struggling even to get the rate up to 38 at the finish. I've never seen him as hard pushed to achieve a high rate of striking as that, Gary.
Martin, we've never seen that. I mean, we're sitting here, and there they are. Romania in 1st, Germany in 2nd, Poland in 3rd. But look at that. Great Britain in 4th position, some 6 seconds behind the winners of this first race.